Just repent of your sin, oh Israel. Just repent of your sin, oh Israel. Just repent.
Peace. In this video, we're going to come with facts that Deshaun Jackson has learned, that Nick Cannon has learned, and that Steven Jackson has learned. But they did not bring out true, 100% true facts. A lot of things that they said were real, were true, but they should have stuck to the facts. With these people, you have to stick to the facts. And the fact is that the people that's claiming to be and has stolen your inheritance, your birthright, is not who they say they are. And on that tip, D-Jack, Captain Jack, and Nick Cannon were 100% correct. We're going to hear it out of their own mouths, and then we're going to go through the scriptures and divulge who they really are. They're nomads. They're the Zuziums. They have a heritage, all right, but it's not the one that they're claiming. They're the Romans of old, the barbarians. Let's take a listen.
Have you heard of the Kuzalim?
Yeah, that's us. That's me, actually.
Okay, so what is your... this is a question that comes from outside of Israel. What is your opinion about the theory that Ashkenazim came from Kuzalim?
It seems relevant. It's quite obvious that white Jewish people, Ashkenazim from Europe, are not genetically, as much as I can tell, I'm not an expert, but they don't look the same like Arab Jews, people that came from Arab countries, and Ethiopians. I don't think there's a lot of, there may be some genetic relations, but there's a lot of genetic differences, and any theory that says that we're not...
Notice he said they don't look like Arab people, and then he went down the color spectrum. He said Arab first, then he said Ethiopians. We're going to cover this all in the scriptures because our heritage has been stolen. Amos 9:7. Are ye not as children of the Ethiopians? Well, the Ethiopians, H3569. Cushi, or Ethiopian. See, Cushan, their blackness. One of the descendants of Cush, the grandson of Noah through Ham, and a member of that nation of people. One of Joab's courier, Ethiopian. Okay, a Cushite. So the Most High said, are you not like unto the Cushites, the blackness? Unto me, O children of Israel. An Israelite. Not Israeli, Israelite. In the original text it said, O children of Israel, an Israelite. Saith the Most High, have I not brought up Israel out of the land of Egypt? Out of bondage. Egypt is synonymous with bondage. And the Philistines, we were in bondage. Captor and the Syrians incur, all places of bondage. Our heritage has been stolen. And this is what has us in a great deal of confusion. We understand that we're owed because of what we went through, our forefathers went through the captivity. I don't like to use the word slavery because slavery, they can wiggle themselves out of that, but it's really captivity. See, when you're stolen, you've been taken captive. And that's what we were. We were taken captive. Let's carry on.
Genetically come from the same ancestors makes sense to me. On the other hand, it doesn't make any difference to me because I don't really care where I come from. The main issue for me is where are we going? And when I say we, it's the workers.
Okay, yeah, that's a socialist.
Yeah.
Understood. No, because this question came, well, you can link it to politics, it's okay. But the question actually was about, because in the Muslim Arab world, they say if Ashkenazi Jews really came from the Khazars, Khuzalim, if they came from that, and because they believe that all Israelis are Ashkenazi Jews, does that mean that none of us should be here?
Well, it doesn't mean, for me, people are here. I was born here. I have nowhere else to go. I think people that are here have the right to be here.
Now, he said, I was born here. I have nowhere else to go. How funny is that when at least 90% that's hearing my voice, that is a so-called Negro man, woman, or child, have heard, go back to Africa. We were born here. We were here before they even came here. But look at that. Still privileged. I have nowhere else to go. It don't really matter. I don't care where I'm from. Well, it's easy to say that when you have rights. Very easy. Let's take a look at Ashkenazis, where he's really from. I will help him out through what he claims to believe in, the Torah, the instructions of God, the instructions of God. I will help him out to show where he comes from, because he is not Shemitic. See, they make people, the whole world, they have fooled the whole world and made them think that Jewish is a religion. And we're going to find out. Jewish, is a race, when in fact it is a religion. And we're going to find that out. Most of them know. They know. Stolen heritage. Let's see where he comes from. And we got to go back to the beginning. Genesis chapter 10 and verse 3. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz. I can't make this up. It's written. Ashkenaz and Ramphith and Tumoreth. And the sons of Javan, Elish, Tarnish, Kittim, and Dodan. He's from the same line as Alexander was. And they called him a Greek, but he was not a Greek. Whatever that is. But Ashkenaz, 813. H813. Ashkenaz. Ashkenazi. Ashkenaz. A man as sprinkled, fire as scattered. Nomads. This is what I'm saying. A descendant of Japheth. A northern people, perhaps of Bithynia. Foreign. Let's go down to the Strong's Dictionary. Foreign origin. Ashkenaz. A Japhite. Also descendants of Ashkenaz. Or Amalek. See, this man is claiming to be something that he's not, and he's enjoying the fruits of it, thereof. I'm not talking about the geographical area, because they've changed the maps around and they created whatever they wanted to create. Okay? And plus, the Most High told us he would give us the land of milk and honey. Now, everyone claims that little parcel over there is not the land of milk and honey. We know where they claim the land of milk and honey is at, where they found us. And we're going to get deeper into that. But right now, we're going to concentrate on who is real and who is not. More on the Ashkenazi, or Ashkenaz, or Ashkenazi Jews. It says here, Ashkenazi Jews, also known as Ashkenazic Jews, or by using the Hebrew plural suffix im, Ashkenazim, are a Jewish diaspora population who coalesced in the Holy Roman Empire around the end of the first millennium. Israel, there's 2.8 million, Poland 25,000, Germany 200,000, Russia 194 to 500,000, according to the FJCR, up to 1 million of Jewish descent. Ukraine 150,000, France 200,000. So we see these people are all from, well, they descend from European countries, Eastern Bloc to be exact. 98% of all so-called Jewish people are not Ashkenazim or Ashkenaz. They are in fact Gentiles. They are not Shemitic, but they have fooled the world into believing that they are Semitic. They came up with Semitic. So when a black man like Nick Cannon or Deshaun Jackson or Steven Jackson comes out and says something, how can they be making anti-Semitic or Semite comments when we are a Shemitic people? We are a Shemitic people. It's impossible. It's insane. And if you notice, they're never called a liar. They just say they made disparaging comments, but they're never called a liar unless they misquote, as Deshaun Jackson did, which he didn't check his facts or the stats of the facts or the facts of the stats when he came out with it. And they caught him on that thing. And that right there put him in the tailspin of, oh, I got to apologize for that. And he brought in Hitler, who was another Jewish person. You know, Jewish, kind of like something, but not it. And you notice they never called themselves Israelites. Throughout all the ancient holy texts, they were called Israelites. And I'm going to bring out I'm bringing things out from their publications that say they are not who they claim they are. This is part of our heritage. We need our reparations on this. We need a correction. This is the year of correction, of clear vision, 2020, clear vision. And this is what we need to start bringing, some clear vision.
Just repent of your sin. Oh, Israel, just repent of your sin.